So you're shooting that super important shot. You're in manual mode, you got everything set, all the lighting's perfect, you got everything the way you want it. All of a sudden conditions change rapidly. You gotta know exactly what to do in a split second so you can capture that shot for that proposal or for that once in a lifetime moment that you're being paid to capture. But you're a real photographer, right? So you should be able to know exactly what settings you should put it on. Long story short, conditions change, you miss the shot. So we've all been told real photographers shoot in manual, but what if that advice just kind of sucks? Today we're putting manual mode and priority mode head to head, and trust me, you're gonna wanna see who survives. Before we get into the video, I'm really sorry about the inconsistency. I was trying to every week, and it's been like a month since I uploaded. So if you are following me in any kind of way and you've been missing my videos, I'm back and I'm gonna try to stick to every single week. My bad. My mom had some surgery and all this stuff, and it doesn't matter. We're back, so that's the important thing. And this video was supposed to be, you know, long and fast cutting, and fast paced, and all that stuff, and funny, blah, blah, blah. But I just need to get a video out there because it's been way too long. So, yeah, quick story time. As the intro kind of alluded to a little bit, I'm shooting my friend's, one of my best friend's wedding. I just got this camera I'm using right here. It's the RP, Canon RP. Great for photos, not the best for video, but I'm using it anyway. But anyway, really good for photos. It's like a photo first camera, so it was really good for that type of stuff. And I'm shooting in manual because, you know, that's just kind of what I chose to do that day. I didn't have experience with the priority mode, so I didn't really understand what they were, what they meant. So in my head, I'm like, I know how to shoot manual, and I'll just shoot manual, right? But the problem is it's outside, and it's the weather's always changing, and the conditions are always changing, and the scene's always changing. The things that people are doing is always changing. So you're always having to crank this way and crank that way. So long story short, it gets right to the end of the vows, and they're getting ready to kiss, right when they say, I now pronounce you, blah, blah, blah. Then they're gonna release doves, right? And in my head, I'm like, okay, I want the perfect angle, the perfect shot. I need to have the doves crisp, and I don't want any motion blur, blah, blah, blah. And lo and behold, I'm sitting here cranking, trying to get my settings right in manual mode, and I missed the shot. I got the shot, the doves were kind of blurred, and if I can find the photo, I'll post it right here. So yeah, I kind of flubbed that shot, and it was, you know, it really sucks. And that's one of the reasons why I hate shooting weddings, because if you mess up, you're not getting that moment back, you know? So that just sucks. But, so that's just kind of my quick story on it. Just recently, I've gotten into shooting priority mode, shutter speed priority, aperture priority, because it makes a lot of sense, right? In every little case, whether it's portraits or landscape or sports shots, shooting cars, whatever it might be, there's one thing in your mind that you're really thinking of. You're either thinking of getting some motion blur or no motion blur or a blurry background, right? And those priority modes are for. If you want that blurry background, then go to aperture priority, get your blurry background, and let your camera do the rest for exposure, right? Same thing with the shutter speed. If you know you want something super crisp or a little bit blurry, then you can go to shutter priority and lock in that motion blur, and then let the camera do the rest as far as exposure, right? There are some little things to think about as far as like whether you're gonna make the camera push too far in ISO or whatever, but for the most part, it's gonna look pretty good for them, you know, 90% of the time. I wanted to do like a field test and everything for this video, but like I said, I just gotta get a video out there, and kind of, this is kind of like a, I don't know, public statement video, just like a talking head video, just to kind of reconnect with you guys. If anybody of you guys are watching this video, thank you for stopping by. And if you have any opinions on the matter, what do you think? Put them in the comment section below, because I'm curious to see what you guys say. And like I said, if you ever heard that phrase where you're not a real photographer, you don't know how to use your camera unless you know how to shoot manual, that's just baloney. Okay, that's false. Whatever, you know, you can look at a photo, two different photos, and be like, oh, that one was shot in manual, that one was shot in priority. No, like that doesn't matter. Like you're never gonna be able to tell that. A good photo is a good photo. It doesn't matter how it was taken, even if it was taken on a phone. Good photo is a good photo, right? There's certain things to look for as far as like framing and angles and leading lines and blah, 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 but that's different than what we're talking about, right? So yeah, manual mode is not completely evil. It's just not really made for like the run and gun shot. Like I'm not going to choose manual mode now when I'm going to shoot an event that's really fast paced. But in a place where I would use manual is somewhere where I get to be locked off. It's very consistent shot, either photo or video, time lapse, nighttime photography, stuff like that. Manual mode's perfect for it. You can dial it in. You don't have to change it a lot. You mean, change it here and there if you need to, but nothing that's like run and gun. Any run and gun situation, you're gonna want your priority modes. I'm telling you right now. If you don't believe me, try it. And if you try it, get back with me. See ya.